Okay, so this is, I guess, an operational video. You saw me start the truck already, but essentially pull your choke cable out, start the truck. It starts pretty easy with the new carb and the electronic ignition system. You let it run for, I don't know, 5 minutes, and then you can put the choke halfway in, and then as it warms up, you can put it the rest of the way in. It's all the way in right now. It's been running about 5 minutes, and it's idling nicely. I set the idle fairly low, probably around 800 RPMs. But you can see it's coming up to temp, and we need some gas. Gas gauge low. Anyways, all new switches minus the wiper switch that was reused because it was in good shape, and new labels for everything so you know what's what. This is your heater, 2 speeds. This is your wiper. I think there's 2 speeds with that, and then if you want to do the squirter, you push in on this and it'll squirt. This is your headlight switch, so up here is just markers and interior lights, and then up is your headlights, and then your high beam switch is down here on the floor. You click it. When you click it, your high beam indicator will come on here. This is your interior light back here. And this is the rear fog light, the one that I rebuilt back there. So that's pretty simple there. This is your hazard switch. Push this down, and then your basic blinker switch. As far as controls down here, this here does the floor, and this is the windshield. So this doesn't move all the way over here. It only comes about halfway. It's just the length of the cable. I don't know, that's how they designed it. So that's floor and windshield. And then this little door here, you open that to let the heat hit you in the feet. If you don't want heat hitting you in the feet, you close that door. And actually this lever does the one for the passenger side over here. It opens a flap on the back of here to hit the passenger feet. But if you just want windscreen in the middle, if you want that floor heat for the passenger, you push this over. This little knob underneath here is probably the funniest little thing in the whole truck. You can see it says heat push. There was already a hole. That's obviously not the original location for the heat cable, but there was already a hole drilled in the firewall there, so I figured better use that hole than to not. So when that thing's in, the coolant is running through the heater core. When you pull that out, it shuts the valve under the hood to make the coolant so it doesn't go through the heater core. So if you wanted to turn the fan on and not have it blow hot air but have it blow cool air, you would pull that out, and then you could turn the fan on. It would just blow cool air. Obviously, you have the vents here that you can just pull over and open up for fresh air in while you're driving. You gotta push those all the way down and over to lock them for when you don't want the air coming in. As far as controls down here, you got your emergency brake. This is your 4-wheel drive, so you depress that to lock in your 4-wheel drive. You're lucky enough that you have an overdrive, which is awesome. So I always drive with it in the overdrive in position, because why not? Obviously if you want a little bit lower gear, you could pull it back, and then obviously if you want really low gear, your high-low gear is under here. So forward on this is high, or neutral now. This is low. So I drive with the overdrive engaged and the 4-wheel drive on high, or at least the gearbox on high. The 4-wheel drive isn't pushed down right now. Yeah, that's about it.